I don't know if I prepared. Holy shit, I'm loud. I don't know if I prepared myself mentally to like react to videos, but fuck it. I'm just gonna already watch
To the right
1 minute and
example.
50 seconds of
Why?
this, but
Because
whatever.
every single day you are frying your brain. You are killing your.
Probably should add an introduction. So today we're gonna be watching Your Brain is Broken. Because I feel like my brain is like one of the prime examples of like a modernly broken brain. And maybe I'll learn a lot from this, and maybe you'll learn some from this too. So let's go ahead and
For attention span.
Iman Ghazi. If you don't know this guy, then I mean, I don't know. All these motivational speakers, really, I mean, it's nice what they're doing, but it's really hard to put what they're preaching into effect because you watching the video feels like enough, feels like you're doing something. It's a weird it's is it called a dichotomy? I'm trying to sound like a philosopher here, but it's like you're listening to something about self-improvement and motivational videos, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna start doing this, I'm gonna start doing that, and by the end, you're just like, whatever. But as long as it's not motivational and it's just trying to give you knowledge, then I feel like that's not that. I feel like you can gain something from that.
And you are killing your focus. You're killing your testosterone. And because of all of that, you are killing.
Does does attention span correlate to testosterone, or does like what what things in the modern era that makes someone like you know makes them like oh fucking no attention span, pussy, whatever. What makes testosterone levels lower? I don't know.
Killing your success. The average person has a worse attention span than a goldfish, and that's who you're
That cannot
competing
be true.
against. So, on the good news, that means that just with the
Maybe it's an
tiniest bit of
exaggeration on purpose.
discipline and work ethic, you are already ahead of 90% of people. And before we even begin, you need to understand that your ability to control your urges is directly correlated to your success or lack thereof. If you cannot control yourself, if you cannot be disciplined, you will never be successful. It is simply impossible. And that is why it's so important for you to master your urges. And
I'm kind of just repeating what he's saying, but I can't remember who said this, but if you someone said if you can't control your mind, then your mind is just like you're a slave to your own mind is what he said. So you live your whole life as a slave. You have to fucking, do shit you don't want to do. You can't let your mind control you?
all of that starts with desexualizing your brain so that you are no longer ruled by your primate brain. So, today I'm going to give you the only 6 steps you need to desexualize your brain and regain control of your life. Because it's having that
Okay.
complete control over your mind, your body,
I'm
and your
hyped up.
life that
Let's
will
go.
ultimately lead you to success. Now, here's the interesting part. Truly desexualizing your brain actually has very little to do with sex and has everything to do with something else. But I will get to that a little later in the video. So for now, let's get into it. The first step is to stop watching porn. First and
Alright.
foremost,
Fuck this video. I'm kidding. Someone sent something in Discord. What are you doing? One of my friends is acting up. He's fucking being weird. I wonder, is my audio good? Alright. Probably not. My fucking my mic is terrible.
you need to
Whatever.
stop watching porn. Now listen, this may sound obvious, yet 99% of young people simply
I don't want to get too personal on this because it's a really personal subject, but it is like impossible. I don't know why. Maybe I got a little bit too personal there. I'll stop.
I would say that watching porn is by far the worst way which you sexualize your brain. And let me explain to you why. You see, the problem isn't just the amount of time that you spend watching porn. I mean, sure, if you starved, you'd have an extra hour per week or something like that. But that's just a very minuscule side effect compared to the rest. You see, porn literally fries your brain and robs you of focus. Don't believe me? Just look at the science. There have been multiple studies that link porn usage to the erosion of your prefrontal cortex.
What? Damn. That is crazy. Your prefrontal cortex, if you watch it, do you have to jerk off to it or do you just have to watch it? What the fuck is this guy doing? He's leaving all these groups. It's weird. Weird ass motherfucker, bro. Whatever.
You know, that part of your brain that regulates your emotions, your actions, and more importantly, your
Can we
impulses and
regain?
will.
Iman, can we regain through all the years of torment we've gone through? Ugh. Everybody, all the punishment my prefrontal cortex has been through all these years. Can we regain, Iman? Because I trust your science.
But that is just the tip of the iceberg. There is a laundry list of negative side effects that have been linked to porn use. Why? Because porn use has similar effects on the brain as substance abuse. Porn has been linked to issues like decreased focus and increased anxiety and depression. Now, as if these problems weren't big enough, porn has also been linked to trouble in long term relationships and, of course, in.
If you're gonna do no, if you're gonna do No Nut November, let me know in the comments, bro. I'm doing it with you. 2 days strong, baby.
In
Two
fact,
days
there is
strong.
an epidemic of young men who are experiencing sexual issues like erectile dysfunction because their brain has been rewired. It's unfortunate because these young men have consumed so much porn that their neural pathways have literally changed. I mean, they've affected.
Can we regain though? Or am I fucked for the rest of my life? Let's keep going.
Train themselves
I
to
gotta make
arouse
sure I
by
don't say
watching
anything
others
too
do the
wild.
deed instead of doing it themselves. And porn users even reported that they are less satisfied with their lives than their counterparts who don't watch porn. Now, the second step in desexualizing your brain goes hand in hand with quitting porn, and that is you need to stop pleasuring yourself.
1 and 2 are kind of the same thing. I'm not gonna lie, Iman, because I'm not just watching porn just to like watch it, you know? But continue.
Look, I understand it's addictive and I understand that it's been normalized in today's day and age, but there is nothing healthy or normal about it. And not even because the very act is so terrible as it is with porn. It's actually just because of the consequences of it. You see, every time you do it, your dopamine surges. I mean, you're pretty much signaling to your brain that you have accomplished what is supposed to be man's highest goal, to procreate. You are essentially telling your brain,
Bro, but listen, I'm not saying he's wrong, but also, I'm gonna make sure I'm not getting fucking, I don't live by myself. But I feel like maybe, busting a little bit isn't too bad. Like twice a month, that's not that bad because if you look back, dude, some monkeys in the zoo jerk off. It's not like this unnatural thing. Jerking off isn't something that was invented like 10 years ago. People have done it throughout human history. Of course, it's not normal. Of course, it's shameful. But I mean, like, every one, like some people, if you do it like every day, that's bad. If you do it like once every, you need to like make it a special event, dude. You have to light candles around your room. You gotta like make it a special event, like once or twice every month. I feel like is a healthy amount. But what do you think? I don't know.
That you've done the most important thing you'll do all day. Now, of course, you and I both know that that's not true, but the neurons firing in your brain do not. And that is why you are rewarded for it. That is why it's cheap dopamine. Because you are tricking your own brain into giving you dopamine you have not earned. And that's why your ability to focus and your ability to do hard things plummets. Because how do you think that the real world will stack up to the dopamine and other chemical releases that you're getting from doing the very thing we have been evolutionarily designed to do? Well, the answer is it won't stack up at all. I mean, no wonder you can't focus when your dopamine receptors are so fried. This is why you can't focus. I mean, listen, of course, everything else will feel boring when you've just done the dirty business. And this is why you need to stop. So you ask yourself, why do so many young men keep doing it? Because they are addicted. They are addicted to cheap.
Guys, if you have already failed No Nut November, I have like some type of obsessive personality to where I can only do things if there's like a certain deadline. So like I can't I gotta like have, you know, a day that I choose to stop doing it. I don't know why I'm like this, but I mean, I feel like it takes less discipline to do that, but No Nut November is perfect. I haven't done it yet. Obviously I'm 2 days in, but you know, I'm I'm really gonna try and do it this time. And if you're on this journey with me, just know that that I ain't doing it, so that means you can do it, motherfucker. That means you can do it too. I guess. I don't know.
Dopamine in the
It's kind
exact
of
same way.
it's kind of getting a little too personal, dude. I don't like it. I feel like people are gonna clip this and send it to my college. Don't do that, please.
People get addicted to drugs. I mean, in fact, porn and masturbation are the most difficult addictions to break. Why? Because of the insane dopamine spike that is caused by it. So, real quick, let's just look at the data. If you eat a delicious burger or some other carb filled meal, your dopamine levels will spike by 100%. Now, if you smoke or get some other form of nicotine, your dopamine will spike by 200%. Whereas porn and masturbation boosts your dopamine by over 250%, the exact same as sex. Now, here's the key difference. Porn and masturbation will then make your dopamine levels fall way below baseline, and that's where those lethargic feelings come from after. That's the exact same dopamine curve you get from drugs. So then that
I need to
leads us
keep
to
my
beg the
hands on my
question,
desk,
how
or
the
else it's
hell do
gonna
you
look like I'm
stop?
jerking
And
off.
here is where it gets, and that
What is
really
this?
starts to beg
Number
the
three?
question, how the hell do you stop? And here is where it gets interesting. You see, an addiction to porn and masturbation isn't actually rooted in anything sexual at all. And that leads us onto the third step of how you can desexualize your brain. Number three, purpose. Now, they actually did a study where they tried to figure out what causes these addictions. And the answer may surprise you. You see, it wasn't actually any form of perversion. It wasn't childhood trauma. It wasn't extraordinary libido. Instead, it was something far simpler, far more rudimentary. It was meaninglessness. Simply put, if you don't have a purpose, if you don't have a goal, if you don't have something that you are striving towards, then you are more likely to devolve in these addictions.
That is so true. I don't even know what to say to that. That is the most true thing I've heard in my life. Damn. Because it's like, I mean, I'm pretty much repeating what he's saying, but if you don't have a will to do something better, if you don't have like a goal set in your mind, like I'm gonna be this and then this and then this, if you're just coasting with life, man, I look clapped right now. Hold up. Sorry, damn. But if you're just like going on with life, you know, whatever, then you know, and you don't have like a set goal in your mind to where you want to be, then it's like if you did, then you would realize that you know, I don't want to say shit too loud, but jerking off is getting in the way of that. But if you don't have a goal in your mind, then you're just like, why not do it? You know? I'm unleashing
Yeah.
my any inner fucking
Well, the good news
Socrates
is
today,
it's
guys.
fixable. Every man should have that purpose, that North Star that drives him forward. You simply need something better to do with your time than give in to your urges. What that something is will depend on the person. Now, from an early age, we are taught.
Another thing is when it's late at night, like when it's late at night and you have nothing else to do and you're just sitting in the bed, it's hard. It's really hard, and it's pure willpower to just go to bed. But I mean, when if you're tired, it's pretty easy. If you're tired, it's pretty easy, I would say.
That we need a good college education and a corporate job as though that's somehow
Uh,
going to fulfill us.
Just
But we
take
both
some
know that's
melatonin, you know?
definitely not true, is it? In fact, that's not true at all. And from October 30th to November 6th, I'm going to expose how and why you have been indoctrinated to believe this. And most importantly, I'm going to show you how to escape their indoctrination and earn back your freedom. So, if you want to be a part of that free online event, then sign up with the link below. Anyways, we all need something to guide us. For some, it'll be starting a business. For others, it might be something entirely different. I can tell you that for me personally, my North Star was to be able to take care of my mom and my loved ones. And that is why I went
That's
with
your mom? I know what everybody's thinking, alright? I'm not even gonna say it because I don't want to disrespect you, but you know what?
into business because I had that North Star to guide me. And honestly, without that North Star, I can confidently say that I would have given up because the money isn't enough to keep you going. You need that North Star. You need that why, that purpose. But even then, once you have your purpose, you may still slip up. Why? Because there are triggers out there that cause you to do so. And this leads into our fourth step in desexualizing
That's
your
what I was
brain.
saying. You need
Step
to
number
have
four,
a
stop
reason, a
watching
goal.
soft porn. You see, soft porn can be just as bad as porn because it's everywhere. Everywhere you look, there are half naked girls. I mean, you scroll endlessly through TikTok and Instagram, and the algorithm is reinforced by your desire to look at these girls. And that is why I need you to unfollow all of the Instagram models, unfollow all the TikTok girls that do their little dances because they are eating away at your focus. They are just
No, dude. I need my e-girls, dude. I need to see, you know. I I'm gonna
destroy
stop.
your future. And it may seem minuscule to you, but it's not. You see, most of the time, you don't just randomly decide to watch porn. There is a trigger. And that's why the best way to quit porn is by eliminating the triggers that make you watch it. And that means you need to also stop watching soft porn. And every time the algorithm
But it
shows you
jump scares you. It fucking jump scares you. And also, I mean, it's not even soft porn as he says. It's just TikTok, you know? It's really just like it's hard to get out of it. It's like hard to think. It's like you're in a trance almost. That's what I feel like when I watch TikTok. I can't get out of it. Like I want to do something. Like let's say I want to go to the gym, and I'm just on my phone. I can't get off. And then 2 hours go by. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
shows you half naked girls
I need to
simply click
delete
and
TikTok
not
or only
others.
use it for
Train
fucking
the
making
algorithm
videos.
to not show you those things. And listen, of course, the best case scenario is you just quit TikTok and Instagram altogether. Because really, at the end of the day, you have no business looking at memes or whatever else if you are not where you want to be in life and if these social media platforms don't directly help your business. But in any case, the next step you need to take in order to desexualize your brain is to focus inward and not outward. You see, the biggest problem with the sexualization of your brain stems from the changes that are happening in your dopamine system. The sexualization of your brain impairs your ability to do hard work because your brain becomes so used to cheap dopamine. And that's why the next step requires you to learn delayed
I'm not.
gratification.
Hold up. I'm not. I just want to check the score of a game really quick. Okay. The Spurs actually beat the fucking Suns. That's crazy. Wemben, dude, Wembenyama went off. Holy shit. He had 38, 10, and 2. That's crazy.
Instead of constantly looking outwards for stimulus and dopamine, you need to learn to look inward. Now, you might be asking, what does that actually mean? It means that 99% of people get their so called happiness by doing fun things, whether those things be as sinister as porn or as innocent as chocolate. But if you truly want to be successful, that cannot be you. Now, I'm not saying that you need to cut every single source of dopamine from your life, but you definitely need to think about what's helping you and what's hurting you. And over the years, I routinely do a dopamine detox. This is where for a certain amount of time, usually between 24 to 72 hours, you do nothing. No food, no phone, not even books or music, and certainly no porn. Just complete stillness. You need to become used to finding peace without these external stimuli, because the goal is for you to be so fulfilled by your work that you eventually get those same dopamine releases by doing hard things. You see, dopamine is nothing but a reward system. It's the way that your brain has evolved to reinforce behaviors that will increase your chances of survival. And that is why sex spikes your dopamine so much, because without procreation, I mean, we wouldn't exist. But in today's world, social media and food has hijacked those same systems. And that is why it is your job to regain your control over them. So stop seeking cheap dopamine externally and instead look inward. And that is how you desexualize your brain and realign your actions with your goals. Now, the final thing is you need to stop chasing women and build yourself first. Listen,
This has been what I've been saying, bro. I'm not gonna dig myself into a hole, but I agree with this. Just, whatever.
you will never be able to truly
You
focus
don't get
inward if you are
bitches.
constantly chasing women. If you're texting this girl, meeting up with that girl, all while thinking about some other girls, you will never be focused. That is not how you desexualize your brain, which is exactly why I always say that you need to stop chasing women and build yourself up first. The best part is when you do eventually build yourself into a man of substance, the women just inevitably come to you. But until you get to that level, chasing women is just a massive waste of time. Unless it's your day one girl, unless you know, hey, this will be my future wife. But if that isn't you, it's a waste of time for two reasons. Number one, the quality of women you can get at the beginning of your journey is nothing compared to what you'll be able to get later down the line. You see, women date up in the social hierarchy, which means the best quality women will inevitably end up with the best quality men. So that's why you need to spend time molding yourself to be the best version of yourself that you could possibly be. And I'm not only talking about just money here, by the way. And the second reason it's a waste is because if you somehow manage to get a high quality girl, the amount of effort and time that it will take you is massive. So you really need to analyze the opportunity cost here, because going on a date with a girl, spending $100 or a few $100 to try to impress her has far greater complications. Look, I'm not saying you should be an antisocial weirdo, but you need to set your priorities straight. Listen, in the same way that they tell you to put on your own oxygen mask first in the plane,
What does he mean by that? What's an antisocial weirdo? So you have to find the balance between not talking to. I mean, is it even talking to too many girls or just like talking to girls in general? I don't know. But you have to find the balance, right? I don't know. That's what he's saying.
you need to be able to hold your own before you let someone else into your life. Because listen, at the end of the day, dating is a massive distraction. And when you're first getting started in your business or your career, you'll need all the time and focus that you can muster. Because no step of the journey is harder than the first one. And that is why you need undivided attention. I mean, listen, after all, you just need 1 to 3 years of pure focus, and then you can live a normal life again. But you need to be willing to make that sacrifice. Because let me tell you something, if you are constantly thinking about this girl and that girl and which girl to see tonight, there's no way that you will be able to desexualize your brain and channel your focus into what really matters. And once you channel your focus into what really matters, everything else will fall into place. So just focus on yourself first. So gentlemen, pick yourself up, focus on the right things, and as always, I'll be watching from afar and I'm rooting for you.
It's a little weird. But thank you, Iman. Good video. I think I watched his like newest one about like I'm not sure. It was like about how college is a scam or whatever the fuck, so anyway, he makes really good videos. Quitting porn. They're making all this right before No Nut November, they know. Let's watch this motivational shit.
That's it. That always falling short, always quitting before you're done, always.
What's crazy to me is people don't like Joe Rogan. Like, how do you not like this guy? It doesn't compute in my brain. My sister says he's racist. I'm like, the fuck? Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go on a tangent, but it's just like, think for your fucking self. Who'd you even hear that from? Because he's not racist. Whatever, man.
He's procrastinating, always not doing the right thing, and then one day you're an old man.
Yep.
And you look back and go, God, I could have been great.
Yep.
I could have been great.
So what keeps me going? I've quit several things. I know what's on the back end of fucking quitting.
I feel like this would help me, but you have to watch it a lot, and I feel like over time it's like its effectiveness would get worse. But of course, at 12 a.m., it's not going to do anything for you. I'm not going to go run a damn marathon right now.
Thinking about why the fuck did I do that?
If you had the opportunity to play this game of life, you need to appreciate every moment. A lot of people don't appreciate their moment until it's past.
If I could go back to that moment and just not be afraid, just recognize that look, whatever could be out there, I could have it.
The other thing that's so interesting about being alive is that you're all in. No matter what you do, you're all in. This is going to kill you. So I think you might as well play the most magnificent game you can while you're waiting, because do you have anything better to do?
What class does Jordan Peterson, because he's a professor at like some college, right? What class does he teach? Like if it's like math, like what the fuck are you talking about, What does psychology? I guess it makes sense, yeah.
Regardless of how I fucking feel and how depressed I am, the sun is gonna fucking shine in the morning. And at nighttime, the moon gonna be there. And you're gonna look up, these days gonna keep going by. So do you let the days go by and look up and you done wasted a year doing what? Or do you just pick it up? Alright, well, gotta figure it out, made some mistakes, life goes on. Let me figure out life from this point.
And my biggest fear, honestly, was, let's say this. Let's say I don't care if you believe in God or not. I don't care. Let's just play a game with me. Let's say you're God, and we have a big fucking long line of people. And I made it to heaven. I'm 75 years old. I'm 300 pounds. I made it to heaven. I worked for Ecolab my entire life, spraying for cockroaches. That's what I did. But I'm dead. I'm in heaven now. And you're judging us all now. So we're in line. We're all sitting there in line. You have Adam Brown. He has a big board up, and you're talking to Adam Brown about his life. And you rip it down, and I'm next in line, David Goggins. I see my name, and I see all this shit, and God goes, hey, you say, read this, man. And I'm reading this list, and I'm seeing 182 pounds, Navy SEAL, Ranger School, motivational speaker, changing lives. Okay, man, pull up record, all this shit. And I'm like, that's not me, man. And God looks at me and says, that's who you were supposed to be.
Don't like Buddhists believe in reincarnation? I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Hard to beat that, dude. I don't know how the fuck I'm that's a crazy motivational video, man. Look at this. Look at this thumbnail. Fuck you.
Thousands of Black Friday deals are happening right now at Best Buy.
I think I'm gonna watch this Wemby video, then I'm gonna get off. I gotta sleep.
Tip off presented by Pizza Hut. And on the first entry pass, Wembanyama rejects Devin Booker. Into the corner. Spots the open Okogie. Yeah.
But again, look at Victor on that right wing.
And Wembanyama running the floor and hits Pater to the other end, and a timeout for the Suns. The Spurs have the first 9 in this one tonight.
And we're going to have our Methodist Healthcare assist right off the bat. This is what I love about Jeremy in this situation.
Spurs are able to play at their pace early against the Suns, and Victor inside, able to get the
Dog, that is too easy. What the hell?
Are we calling this a layup? I mean, he was open earlier, but it's still...
Look, he's like playing on a damn mini hoop. Ridiculous.
Sizing up KD inside, slapped away from him. Charles Bassey knocks it over to Victor. Victor lays it up.
Dude, he's like actually playing on a mini hoop. It's pissing me off.
Sells started this game with the first 5 for San Antonio. Wembanyama spots Trey Jones open 3. Got it.
That is your HEB inside the game.
That's the highest on the screen you've drawn on the telestrator in your career.
Yeah, right out of the timeout, the pass over the top, and you can't throw it too high.
Shooting 46%, 43% from downtown. Look at this mismatch.
Bro, that is ridiculous. He didn't even really like jump. Just fucking babied him. Shot it right over him. Can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, even if you advance it to him, he's going to do something great with it.
Durant. Knocked away from him. He tried to sidestep Wembanyama. Trey Jones pushing. Back to Victor. Look out.
Jesus.
Detonation for Wembanyama.
Here he is, right on cue. He's not going to force anything. Sees a big man trailing the break. And no one's going to get to that one. There you got to pick your poison. You can't allow Devin Booker wide open 3. And Malachi tries to get back to Grayson Allen.
Victor Wembanyama, nothing but the bottom on that three-pointer out top. And that's 17 first half points for Victor Wembanyama, a new high in any half. A slow start with some foul trouble. Final 10 seconds. Wembanyama step into a 3. Victor Wembanyama!
Jesus.
Wembanyama step into a 3. Victor Wembanyama! Ending the half in style.
This is kind of scaring me a little bit.
And Cedi Osman unable to add 3 more.
Then he comes back again. When you don't get on the way up, you have no shot. Victor with a big-time 3.
Set up the floor himself. It's a switch with Grayson Allen.
I'll throw it up to him.
Malachi back to Victor for 2 more.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Our guys are starting to adjust to him. How ridiculous. Throw the ball up.
How are they blowing out the Suns right now?
Right over the top. Beautiful rebound. I'll take the trade out.
And inside again, Victor just towering over the defense.
So what can you do as a defender? Malachi ran him and then throw it over the top of Eric Gordon. He's going to get it easy. Booker at the basket. Make somebody else make a play. Make him make an extra pass.
How about that spin move by Victor, and underneath Drew Eubanks lays it up and in.
Victor Wembanyama catches it. Beautiful spin move right off the bat. There he is, throwing up top over him again. Oh, there he is.
And there it is up top. Victor throws it down with a right hand. My goodness.
Even the fans here in Phoenix, they're smiling and laughing.
Bro, it's like ridiculous how much taller he is than everyone. It's actually crazy. He is not Some people say he's 7'3". He is at least 7'5".
He's gonna do something with it.
And the crazy thing is, he's the worst he'll ever be right now. He's only gonna get better.
And Eubanks inside, met there by Wemby, knocks it away.
Well, we've seen guys try to challenge Victor at the rim. Again, that's going to throw off a lot of offensive players.
Collins calling for the ball. Spin move inside on the baseline. Back to Wemby, upstairs. Throws it down. Timeout, Suns.
Any kind of shot. Drops it back off to Victor, who finishes.
That was a
over the top of Eubanks
fucking
again.
and
That's a
one.
foul. That should have been an and one.
That's 5 unanswered by the Spurs. Since the Suns tied the game at 116 on the K-Dub HD up 3. What a response, though, by Wembanyama met out top by Eubanks. Victor.
Oh my God.
Victor Wembanyama hits the strings. To do that, 41 for David Robinson, who also had 39 and 38 in his rookie year.
How about that? With a minute 41, milk this thing all the way down. You should not be in a hurry.
Victor pulls up at the elbow, and Victor Wembanyama, 38 points with 10 rebounds tonight.
Shoulder fake, the inside out, to create all kinds of space to get that three.
Jesus, man. That is ridiculous. I don't know, dude. It might not be overhyping it, man. That shit was crazy. Why do I have a little green line here? Whatever. Alright. I don't think a single person watched this stream, but whatever. See y'all.